Yeah, so thank you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. I didn't rehearse a speech or anything.
No,
did you?
we're improvising.
We're improvising.
Yeah, but I have a speech.
Oh!
Alright, so I typed this out on my phone because I want you guys, last time was really long, so I want this to be a pretty compact one, so I want you guys to
That would be
this.
nice. Yeah.
So this is going to get pretty sappy and emotional, everyone. So in order to keep me in line and not ramble on and on, so you all won't be here forever and you won't feel like it felt forever, I took it upon myself as the next Royal Improv team leader to write something up for all the seniors leaving. If they could just step up. Just bear with me right now. Hopefully some of you have gotten to see these guys perform in some capacity because this might be weird if it's your first time seeing them. Because you just saw these four guys and all of us and everybody just came up, make up a bunch of stuff. And I'm going to give a heartfelt speech about my friends. I promise you we usually just do improv, as you just saw. However, if this is your first time seeing them perform, well, I want you to meet Corey, Carter, Terrence, and Simon. These four guys have been performing with Royal Improv ever since they were freshmen back in 2014, 2015. The four of them have seen this team grow from a ragtag group of like 10 people maximum to now having around 30 people that they have to wrangle around at improv practices regularly. Each of them have helped shape Royal Improv into what it is today in their own unique way. Each of them deserve the utmost praise and recognition for the ungodly amount of laughs they have given the student body at Michigan State University over the years. Each of them have devoted so much of their time and energy into this team that I want to thank each and every one of them individually. First, let's start with Carter. Carter Chamberlain. Technically, Carter was actually the first of these guys that I ever met because we used to go to the same Math and Science Center. Shout out to Kamsey. However, you see, I never really talked to Carter then, but I knew of him. I saw him around, I heard his name every now and then. However, I specifically remember a moment from back then where I witnessed him and some of his friends telling some classic Yo Mama jokes in the hallway at Kamsey, and Carter was rattling them off just one after the other, and each one of his jokes fucking landed with such ease. It was proof enough to me at that time that I should not have been surprised to see him on this team when I was joined as a freshman. So for those of you who don't know Carter, here's a few things about him. Number one, this guy's graduating with a degree in computer science, so he has brains that go well with his comedic chops that you all just saw him flex tonight. Number two, Carter's a very dedicated person, not just to his studies or to improv, but also to his friends, and to just having fun in general. He gives everything that he tackles 150% and then some. Number three, he has a passion for creating a music playlist for any and all circumstances. Parties, car trips, chilling out, you name it, he'll get you the songs he needs. You need it. Number four, for this past year, he has been co-leading this improv team into brand new heights. He has worked on welcoming many new people on this team, making the improv shows and the improv festival happen, and making the Royal Improv players into what they are today. Number five, he thinks Star Wars is pretty cool. Okay, moving on, final thing about Carter you should know. Number six, we're going to miss him a ton, and I'm glad to have been able to get to know and improvise with him these past 3 years. Woo! Now to Corey Jankowiak. Corey was actually the first of these four guys I have ever improvised with. During the summer before my freshman year, I got to do improv with him and Matt back in Kalamazoo. I didn't even begin to think on that day how close of a friend Corey was going to be to me. Mostly because, no offense, Corey, but he does not look like he would be the nicest and yet funniest guy in the room. But he is! He's so goddamn funny! He's so goddamn nice! You all saw him just now. Now imagine getting to see Corey be that funny every single damn time you see him in improv practice. Not only is he hilarious, but he's also just such a nice person to be around. He listens to what you have to say. He asks you about what your day has been. He's so chill. Like, Corey is the least dramatic person on this team, and that's saying something. It means so much to me when Corey asks me how my day is going or how I think an improv show went, because, like, I look up to this guy. And I know that when I tell him he actually cares. Thinks about it and he cares, and it really means a lot to me. He really has been able to stand out as more than just some James Madison guy. because he really became a real powerhouse on the team, as well as a guy that you can really count on. I'm going to miss the hell out of him. Simon Tesler. This guy easily became my first friend on this team. I was just a lonely freshman, and he came up to me after my first practice with the team and told me that he knew that I belonged on this team, which meant a whole lot to me at that time. Simon really has gone all in on improv and comedy like no one I've ever met. Just ask him about anything improv related, and you can have a conversation with him for hours. We're just talking about the origins of improv, the ins and outs of improv, the important people that molded improv into what it is today. And within that conversation, you'll be laughing your ass off just getting to talk to him. Simon is beyond smart, not only in the scenes, but he's in real life as well, which probably comes from his parents being professors at EMSU. Shout out to Antoine and Stewart. He's always thinking at the very top of his intelligence, even when he's playing the most foul-mouthed, crazy, over-the-top character you've ever seen, which is pretty much in every other scene he's ever been in. I got the privilege of being his roommate for the past 2 years, but we didn't really interact at home together that much. I've still been very grateful to be able to do that. He opened his house to me as well as the team to me. He has been a great improv co-leader, and I'm super excited to see him go, but also very excited to see him go on to bigger and better things that he never could have done while with us. Finally, we got Terrence Pugh. If you haven't gotten the privilege of being able to know Terrence, then damn, I'm sorry. Because you missed out on knowing a great guy. Like many people have said about Terrence before and will continue to say about him in the future, he is the most loyal and trustworthy guy you can ever know. I can count on him to do anything or come to anyone's help in a time of need. Getting to have been able to do improv with him, as well as being in classes with him, has been fucking amazing. He and I were in our capstone group together, which went way better than either of us would have ever thought. I want to thank Terrence and Dean for helping me get through that class. Going back to improv, however, Terrence is just about as physical as I can be. He's crazy, and it's fucking great. Like with his friends, he always commits to everything when in a scene. He's fine with looking like an idiot, flailing his body around all over the stage, and Terrence just knows what to do to make people laugh, as well as fuck with people. He knows how to fuck with a person. I mean, he's a devious boy. Just look at his face. Just look at his face. That's the face of a mischievous man. But like, I know we're all going to miss Terrence a lot, especially the small things, his smile, his jokes, and the silliness he brings with him to everything he does. These 4 guys are amazing, and they deserve your applause and laughter, and yet so much more. I want to thank them all for giving me some of the best memories I've ever had, and I know these guys want to as well. This may be the end of them with Roial Improv players, but I know it isn't the end of our friendships being made with them.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Love you. All right, well, that's the end of Roial Improv for this year. They will be back next year without us, and they're going to be even better and funnier and faster than ever.
That's right.
And one last time, I guess we should...
So together we're the Roial Improv players, but separately we are...
Carter.
Alec!
Terrence.
Corey! Jesse!
Dean.
Ryan.
Josh.
Kelly. Emily. Holly. Jillian. Jess.
Simon, good night!